The Assistive Robotics Tech Research Group at CUNY AI Tech Innovation Hub, led by Dr. Azar, demoed their Robot for Public Good. Robot for Public Good, Empathy, Ethics, and Play in Human-Robot Interaction is an interactive demo exploring how robots can embody empathy, ethics, and community values while promoting emotional learning. The demo highlights how robots can serve as learning companions to help children, and particularly children with autism, develop emotional intelligence and social understanding. Check out their work, links in the description box below.
Hi, my name is Dylan, and my project or research is on helping kids with autism to be able to recognize, adapt, and react to one of the six emotions that we did our research about. And so for my research, I used the Now robot, which is a programmable and friendly robot, which is programmed by its own built-in software called Choreograph. And Choreograph is like kind of like a block scripting where we can paste already pre-programmed blocks into the terminal or environment and be able to control the robot. But it can be broken down and programmed in Python. And so for my intervention, I broke it down into two phases that I worked on. The first phase was very linear or static in the sense that it had fixed scripting and we weren't really able to respond to the kid. But in our second phase, we had a more state-based and very adaptive system where the child could actually communicate with the robot, get answers from the robot, and the robot would make its own decision based off of the user input. And right now, we're working on the ethical aspect of it in the sense that in the long run, will the child prefer to talk to robots more than humans? And another ethical aspect is that is it ethical for the robot to be the one teaching the kid about emotions since robots they themselves cannot display emotions? And another ethical aspect is the sensitive information we're collecting. Since each robot is programmed and tailored to each child, we would have to be able to protect this information since we still want to make the project an open source one. And so I'll take it to my partner who worked on the web version.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sergey Tikhonov, and I'm from BMCC, and I live in Brooklyn, New York. So our research project was developed together with Dylan, who worked on it for since last summer, and we created web web-based application where we help children with autism to learn emotional intelligence. So children with autism, they often struggle with emotional recognition, emotional managing and expressing their emotions. That's why we stepped in, and especially my side of this research is to create a web-based application, which means it's free. There's no cost to it, and then you don't need to own any robot or any specific hardware. You can just use it on any software you choose. It can be a phone, desktop, tablet, anything. So why we chose to do the web application? Because the current tools are very expensive, or they fragmented, or they're not really delivering the solution that we're looking for, and that's why we went with the web-based application. So um, my approach is to scale this more than to just children with autism, because when I was researching this, I didn't know there's 18 emotions. So there is a six core emotions, which is joyful, mad, scared, sad, powerful, and peaceful. And then out of this, every one of them has three sub emotions, which means we have 18 of them. So we're gonna teach kids learning emotions through the interactive quizzes, and then those quizzes, they consist of scenarios on little stories, and then there's the three levels of a quiz. The first one would be where the children should choose the true false from the scenario if the emotion is one or another, and then the second level, it would be where there is a three option, and you need to choose between two of sub emotions or one emotion. The third one is the distractor emotion. And level three is the one where kid would choose between three sub emotions with one emotion. And after that, we thought about how it will be helpful for parents. So parents they will have access to various data about their children success rate. I would say how good they understand one an emotion, if they're struggling with any other emotions. So this what led us to create a large data analysis sets. So for example, you can see at the bottom middle of the screen, you can see the various um, graphs. For example, the completion rate and a question over time. And then this is just two of examples. So we have a lot more to it. I would say that we also have a very good security right now currently as we planned it out and as we tested it. Of course, in the future, our main focus is security. How secure will be the data? Because we're working with the children's data, we're working with the parents' data who will need to access all this. So we want to make sure that everything is secured, everything is encrypted.
Directly stemming from the previous research that was discussed, the Vex AIM robot is a more scalable and affordable option for like classrooms because it's so small and it's child friendly. So it'd be easier for the children with autism to work with these robots so that they could actually have these ones that they could move around. And the emoji features are more welcoming as well. And the way it interacts with the environment and the faces, so you can see it gets confused when it jams into things, and that helps them understand different situations. And stemming from their research with the situations that they give, that in contexts, for example, if your friend is sad and they want their ball, different things like that, you could use the robot to go around and program certain situations because it's so small and it's just tabletop friendly. You could just give them different scenarios to play out with the robot and the interactions that the robot makes with the environment display how you're supposed to feel. You can see that it smiles, it gets confused, it can even get dizzy. It's just different things like that that makes everything more child friendly and just playful in a sense. So they're learning about emotional intelligence, but in a game like way through robotics.